Why are some animals super cheap, but others are super expensive? I'm James, and you're watching Blue Dog Reptiles. Now, today we're talking about why the price difference. Why can you go and there's so many different prices on the same animal? Now, there's a couple of reasons behind this. Oh, someone's going in the shed again. Oh, look how cute you are. Onyx, you're doing good, girl. So, price number one, let's say you're looking for a Western hognose. This is a Super Conda albino. Not a cheap morph. But let's say that you go and someone's selling one for $100. Now, there's a couple of reasons why it's $100. A, it's refusing to eat. He can't do it. He's getting out of the hobby, just wants to be done and get some money back. B, it's wild caught. C, well, what would C be? I don't know. I don't know if there is a C. Well, C could be that it was stolen. So, there is always a reason why there's different prices. Now, the big difference is, and we get this question a lot, is why is something like a Mexican black king snake, why is, I can find one online for like $100. Yeah, it's probably a wild caught. When you deal in captive bred animals, they're going to be more expensive because someone is actually taking the time to produce these animals. That time is not free. And that goes for any animal. Now, yes, there are some animals that are cheaper or that like just don't have value. Like ball pythons are a key one. You look at a normal ball python, they're like $30. That's captive bred just because nobody wants them. But when you get into the designer ball pythons or the bananas, they go for more money. Now, stores are going to be a lot different in pricing than, let's say, your basement at-home breeder. And that's because the at-home breeder does not have the overhead costs that a store does. All these animals require food, maintenance, water. If they get sick, they need vet bills. Now, the vet bill could play into the at-home one if they're a responsible vendor. And that brings me into my next thing is make sure that, let's say you go to a show, do your research because typically events post the vendors. Do some research to find which ones are reputable, which ones have a great track record, or they have 150 reviews and they're all good, or they got 150 reviews and they're all bad. Make note of that because that is going to dictate why prices are different in animals. And there are some animals that are just more expensive. Plain and simple. So that is the main reasons why some animals are more expensive. And I will bring this up. I won't say the name of the store, but there's one local store that kind of does what I do. Their animals look like hell, plain and simple, but yet they still want top dollar. No. It's not going to happen. Then you go into the big box stores that everybody knows of because they're swinging deals. And they buy the animals because they look awful and they want to save them. Well, guess what? What's going to happen? There's a reason why they're cheap. Because they look awful. They're probably sick. They probably got parasites. They might have bacterial infections or who knows what. And they play on the fact that you want to save that animal just so they can bring in more. Whereas if you go to a responsible place that takes care of their animals, and the enclosures will say it all. If you have just a dirt mat on the bottom of a tank and bare bones So like a water dish, a hide, and a mat. That animal does, or that place doesn't care about the animal. Places that care about animals actually take the time to set them up in properly established tanks. So take this tank for example. I always tell people I don't care if the animal's with me for 2 days or 2 years. My animals will always be set up how they would be in the wild. Yes, that costs me extra money. Do I charge my clients for it? No. I do it because it's the right thing and it's the right thing for the animals. So always pay attention to where you're buying animals from. And like I said, if you see 2 animals side by side and there's a big price difference and they're exact same, there's probably a reason. So I hope this helps out with clarifying as to why there's big price differences between animals. I don't know what I'm going to put in this. I designed this tank yesterday. I was kind of going with the flow, but I don't know what I'm going to put in there. I don't know. We'll see. With that being said, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and make sure to have a great day. And thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.